The opinions expressed in the following episode do not reflect Big Beer presentations and is solely that of the guest featured at the time. Thank you. Watch at your own risk. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you on episode 25, Austin Dean. Look, Austin Dean, how are you doing tonight, man?
I'm just peachy, man. How you doing?
That's good. I'm doing great. Now that you're here with a guitar and they get to see that I can be diverse, you've watched some shows before. I'm going to ask you some words. I'm going to ask you some questions. And we're going to get to know Austin Dean here. First and foremost, how old are you right now? How old are you, man?
24 years old.
24 years old. And this guy can pick a guitar. He's learning, but let me tell you something. He knows way more than I know, and he knows way more than a lot of people that I know. So he's talented. Not only that, you know what? At the end, we'll get him to play something. He knows this. He knows this. For episode 25, he is the first guest to play an instrument and be here at the Shack Studios. Are you ready for some questions? Are you ready for some?
I'm honored.
Are you ready?
Bring it on.
Are you honored? You're honored?
I'm honored.
All
Bring
right.
it on.
Here we go. We're going to play a word association game. And the first word here, some of these are simple. Some of these are just like, what do you do with these? Like, hey, we're getting to know the guy. Water. What's the first thing that comes in your mind when I say water, Austin?
Hydration.
Hydration. All right. Hey. Can't get no better answer than that, right?
Comes with the job, you know.
It does. It does. All right. All right. All right. Look at. Check it out. Fire.
Ooh, bonfire.
Bonfire. So you put a prefix in there. Root word
Friends,
in there.
family.
And we do a lot of that, especially
Kicking a couple
here.
cold ones.
Yes, always kicking the cold ones.
Yeah,
always man. In our nice big beard and friend koozies. That's what's nice about. All right, all right. How about when I say the word expression? What do you think of?
Ooh, I think of emotion.
Emotion.
Yeah.
All right. So you'll be expressive through your emotions.
I mean, that's how I write songs for the guitar, you know.
That's right.
Just however I feel.
Don't let him fool you. Don't let him fool you at all.
It's an expression of emotion.
That's right. That's right. All right. How about woods, as in forest? When I say woods,
Fishing.
fishing.
Yeah.
You go in rivers a lot, obviously.
I trout fish. Yeah.
You have a favorite? Do you have a favorite river? Do you have a favorite place you go?
No, I've got a few not so favorite, but I like them pretty good. You know, I catch a little bit of everything here.
I guess you can't give all your secrets away there.
No.
Don't tell every location. I don't need a real location of that. Okay, all right. Okay, check this out. Number 5 here. The word here I got association with cars. What do you think?
Mechanic.
Oh, now do you work on cars?
I did for 5 years. Yeah.
Oh, 5 years.
Yeah. I
And
worked on cars for 5 years, and then our shop closed down.
Yeah.
And now I just started a new job.
All right, dude. What is your new job, or do you want to talk about it?
I cut aluminum.
Dude,
it's fun. It really is. I enjoy it.
All right. Number 6, we're gonna go on the opposite end of the spectrum. I'm gonna say trucks. What do you think of when I say trucks? I did that one on purpose.
Ooh. 4-wheel drive.
4-wheel drive. 4-wheel drive.
I'm a country boy.
All right. Do you go mudding a lot, or do you go? Is there certain you don't go rock climbing, or do you go through creeks, rivers?
I don't do rock climbing. I mean, I own a 2-wheel drive Silverado. I go through creeks, but
hey,
I don't do no mudding.
Hey, you still do it. You still do. You still get out there. You show what the truck's made of. All right. Number 7, I have a word here that I think fits what's going on here. Guitar.
Guitar?
What do you think of?
That's a deep subject. About like a whale.
Oh! You think it's a deep subject. Okay, alright. So do you think a Fender?
No.
Wait.
Guitar, I think, is salvation.
Salvation.
Yeah.
Salvation. Is that like through losing yourself in the music, so to speak? Or?
That's through of losing myself in life and finding myself in music.
Alright.
Whether,
It's like the greatest answer, for real. Listen to this.
I've been playing guitar I've actually been playing guitar for a year.
Okay.
I've had a guitar since I was about 13. I always just kind of diddled around on it, not really gotten anywhere, and I got in trouble last year and had to pay the consequences, and that gave me a lot of time to sit at home. And I picked up the guitar, the electric and the acoustic, and I've just kind of expanded drastically through both spectrums of the guitar world, and and it's brought me just incredible satisfaction, just more than
I like that.
imagine.
I love that. I love that I even brought that up and you said that. So this is like your expression. It's a way to express yourself.
Yeah.
I like that. I love how that. I like that. He said it was deep. He did. That's great. I like that right there.
And I'm not so fond that I'm a blues man. I like to play the blues. I feel the blues, but my dream is to write music to help people, and I can't do that through the blues. And I'm just trying to find my way into some uplifting music and be able to just have someone listen to it one day, even if it's not, I don't want to be famous. I just want to help people, and just have someone listen to that music and just get them through one more day.
That's what it's about. Just enough music. I have a thing that I say. Maybe this applies to you or anybody watching. That people that know me will sit there and say, man, Big Beard, you're full of laughter. You're full of hope. You're full of joy. Let me tell you something. I try to boost people, even like Austin, up, because I try to boost you up. I try to make you up because, let me tell you something, I know what it's like to be down and to be out and to be sad and be depressed. And I don't want to be the reason you feel that way. Austin has got a gift, and now he's making me want to pick the old guitar up himself. He's making me want to pick this thing back up. I've never played, but I meant back up and learn.
He should, because he can sure sing.
No, we'll talk about that later, Austin. This is funny. Number 8. Let's move on here. Number 8. Here, the word is laughter. What do you think of when you say laughter?
Laughter? I think just happiness.
Happiness.
Yeah.
Does that mean that it derived from you or just happiness in general all over the world?
Well, I was, back when I was working as a mechanic, I liked it. I liked working on cars, but it kept me in a deep place.
Sure.
And just ever since I started this new job, it's given me just a different perspective on life, and I laugh every day at work. I find joy in what I do, and it's not the most fun work, but the joy is there, the fun is there, and you just gotta find it.
I like that.
Just no matter what happens, there's a sunny side to everything, and
there is,
and that's what keeps me going.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That alone. I mean, coming from a 22-year-old. No offense to anyone watching in any shape, form, or fashion. That's
24.
pretty deep. What'd you say?
24.
What did I just say? 22?
22.
You corrected me. 24. Hey, he's growing up on me here. We could talk how I really know him, but got to know him all day. I was wrong. I'm sorry. All right, here we go. Number 9 here. I love his answer there. Number 9, when I say skateboards,
Oh.
What do you think?
That's back in the day, man. I used to love skateboarding. Me, my buddy Marcus, man, we'd hit the roads all summer long, man. We'd find whatever we could in the woods, railroad ties or whatever. Just pieces of metal rod. We'd grind on it, man. We just ride the road.
I like that he said that. See, we got to talking about knowing you. Even I didn't know him, but I knew him then. So I didn't know you, but
I didn't even know him.
No.
He knew me though.
I just saw you. I saw
was
you.
Around.
And I saw him in the roads. I saw you going down the roads, always on a skateboard. I've seen him. You were there.
Yeah.
And here we are, old fogies.
I
Look,
sure was.
Look, number 10, because he's now of age, 24, not 22. If I say beer, what do you think? What do you say?
Ooh, I think of Friends.
Friends? Okay, all right.
I think of firing up the grill, having a few cold ones. I play guitar.
Yes.
Play cards.
There's no kumbaya here. I promise you that. No, it's all right. That sounded wrong. He plays the guitar. That is good. It's great. I had a fire earlier, but due to the degrees that we have here in the temp here, I just let it go out. It had been going.
It's been hot.
It's not needed.
Hot and dry.
Even at 9 o'clock at night, it's not needed.
Definitely.
All right, are you ready for the part that I call the questions? Are you ready for questions?
Yeah.
You ready? We're going to move right along here because we have a small something we want to show you here. If you could go to any planet, where would you go, Austin?
Ooh.
It's hard because you're like, am I going to be able to breathe?
I like Saturn. I like Saturn because of the rings.
Oh, see, that was.
If I could see that, because the way they show it in the pictures is just like a bunch of fuzzy, just circles. But,
I've seen.
But if you,
yeah.
I feel like if you stand on Saturn and look out and you can see the meteors that are all in the rings.
In those rings.
I mean, it's just a big rocky, just magnificent view.
True.
That's always been fascinating to me.
That would be cool to be to be on Saturn looking at the rings and thinking, any view of it's fascinating, but to be on it looking out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I give you that. Okay. Moving on to number 2 here. What's one thing, Austin, that you can't live without? One thing. Live without.
My family.
There you go.
I wanted to say my guitar, but it's definitely my family.
That's deep.
Because
and I'm saying
if it wasn't for my dad and my mom, I would not have started studying guitar.
Thanks, Mom and Dad, for that, because this guy's talented. You don't even know what he's got yet. I'm moving on because we could talk about him all day. I've heard him for a few weeks now. I've heard him for, a few months now. I've heard you play, but I'm going to tell you something. Y'all have heard me talk about guitar. No. This guy needs to be talked about playing the guitar, and I'm putting him on the spot there on purpose. All right, look, number 3. What's your favorite vehicle? If you had to choose.
A early 90s Silverado.
Ooh! You say early 90s? Is that literally any 90s, or do you have one that...
Like 90, 91, 92.
Okay.
I've never owned one, but anything 90 to 94, basically.
I was like 7, 8 years
because
old,
95,
but that's all right.
96, I mean, they really went cheap on them.
Okay. This guy likes his trucks. I like it.
I've seen some nice 92 Chevrolets in my life.
Okay. All right. I can dig that answer, because when he says that, it reminds me of every truck and vehicle in that time era.
Matter of fact, let me change that answer.
Oh, he's got an answer change here, folks.
So my dad's got an 89 F250.
Okay.
And the odometer stopped at 450,000 miles, and that was 7 years ago. And it's still going strong.
Is that his daily or?
That's his daily.
Oh, wow.
That is his old reliable.
That's good. That's good to know. That's good to know. Somebody's out there still trucking along.
Oh
there.
man, All 8 cylinders still stroking along.
I like it. I can dig the 8 too. That's what's nice.
Yeah.
We knew it, but I'm
460 gas burner.
saying. Look, question number 4. If you could sit and talk to anybody for an hour in history or in life,
Oh, I know it.
who would it be?
Oh, I don't know it. I got 3. I got 4 choices here.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna list them in a 1 through 4. You can pick my top.
Okay, all right. 1 through 4. He's got 4 answers because they're really tied in there to what you're talking to the answer.
Number 1, David Gilmour out of Pink Floyd.
Okay, all right.
Because their music is just mind-boggling.
Okay.
Number 2, Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Oh man,
And they're all musicians because that's just what I get
all
off
day
on.
SRV, all day
All
Stevie Ray
day.
Vaughan.
I mean,
I could.
I actually
Yeah.
just recently saw a video that a friend of mine sent me, and it was a live feed from, I don't know, maybe a 70s show,
Okay.
late 60s show. He was up on stage, mid-solo, cannot remember what song he was playing, mid-solo, popped the high E string.
Okay.
I mean, it broke down here, and it was just sitting here flopping. And he just, the thing about guitar is, like, when you play here, you can play there. So he just has an understanding of, like, and it hit him instantly, like, oh, I got a substitute. And so he went up, and he kept the solo going, and he looks over and he nods to his stagehand, and he brings him out his white guitar. Now, Stevie's known for a tobacco, what do you call it? Tobacco style guitar.
Okay.
And it was kind of a sunburst. So he nods over to his stagehand. His stagehand brings out his white guitar, and while his stagehand is taking his guitar out from under him and putting the other guitar under him and restrapping it, Stevie is still playing, and he drops his pick hand and he's just fingering the notes, man, and it's just unreal. Never missed a beat, and that is what I wish to play like one day.
That's cool. That's cool.
That is what I wish to play
all
like.
right. And you have more that top this?
Or
in your list of-
that was my second top.
Okay,
my
all right.
third top is Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, I would love
And
to talk to
Jimmy,
Hendrix.
I love him. I love him because his playing style was so wild.
I like that.
his psychedelic rock.
Even the whole left-handed style period.
Yeah,
that goes without
everything
saying.
he played was upside
He had to
down.
learn it He had to learn it backwards.
It was upside down.
Upside
and
down.
Kudos to him for just making it happen.
Wow.
And
yeah.
reinventing the rock and roll scene. It was, it started out in blues. It went to a little more into rock, and then he went into the heavy psychedelic rock.
But he knew when he had something, though. That's what's crazy.
Yeah, he knew, and he did a lot of songs that were already created, but
he made them his.
At the same time, he made them his.
Yeah.
And that's why I like Jimmy. On the other hand, my last, and this should be maybe my second or third, is Joe Bonamassa.
Okay.
Now, have you heard of Joe Bonamassa?
I have heard the name. I couldn't tell you, forgive me, what he's famous for. I don't think I can.
It's definitely guitar.
Well, guitar, but I mean, what?
So, I don't really know which of his songs are original. I know he's covered a lot of them and really expressed them in different ways. But Joe Bonamassa opened on stage for B.B. King when Joe was 12 years old.
Oh, wow. This guy's the real deal. He's not just somebody who's
Yeah, I mean,
No, you
I mean,
opened
Joe,
for BB King?
Joe, I think,
Really?
I think Joe, I think he lived a little bit better life than, you know, most blues players. But the way
I'd say.
the way he manipulated the notes and the chords in the blues, it
Just made him twist and
like,
turn.
like he talked it. He could talk it. Maybe he didn't,
Make
you
him
know,
cry.
live it.
Make him, yeah. Can
Yeah,
you bend him?
He
Yeah.
didn't live it, but he talked it.
Yeah. Nice.
And
Nice.
And that's why I like Joe Bonamassa. And if, you know, out of all those that I suggest, if you could see any of them, it would be Joe.
Nice.
If you
Nice.
could.
Nice. You guys watching, remember, look these guys up. Get out there. Hey, the guy's onto something. He's playing the guitar. Got one here. And I'm going to tell you, which kind of takes me on to number 5 question. Who is someone that you look up to? Or have, or has, or still do look up to?
That'd be my dad.
Nice.
That would
Nice.
100% be my dad, you know. I mean, he did floor covering for 37 years.
The hard-working...
Plus or minus, you know, he ran his own crew and worked for
He's always been
for like
supportive
third-party
of...
companies. And,
Yeah.
And
supportive of what you do. He's always been supportive. And
when I picked up the guitar, I mean, he is... That's the thing about my parents, you know. They never pushed me to do anything. It was what I wanted to do, and I did it as hard as I wanted to do, and to the fullest extent as I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But they never made me choose anything, and that's why it took me so long to pick up the guitars, because, you know, I got my guitar at, I don't know, 10, 11, 12 years old. And I really kind of wish they would have pushed me at it, because I love it so much now. Maybe I didn't back then. I didn't have the patience for it, but just the way I can express myself through the guitar.
So you find expression through the guitar, and now you want that to grow, obviously. Yeah.
My parents helped me with that, and my dad, you know, he got his guitar when I was probably 7 or 8, and, you know, I used to listen to my dad. He'd be sitting on the bed playing to my mom, you know, Cinnamon Girl and stuff like that, and he could play so clean and so just the timing was perfect.
The curiosity, they're like, why did I want to learn how to do this? I want to learn how to do this.
So I got my parents to buy me a guitar, and I came home from school about a week after owning my guitar. I had been working on oh man, I can't remember the name of the song. Yankee Doodle.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Okay.
Yankee Doodle. I had been working on that damn thing for a week. I came home after school one day, and my sister had picked up my guitar and learned Yankee Doodle in about 4 hours. And that's when I put the guitar down.
I'm done. I couldn't even learn that. Is that one of those? She did it in 4 hours. It'd take me just days.
It was the patience, because my sister was the kind of girl that she could pick up your second controller to your video game and be like, what is this game? What are we supposed to do? And then she would turn around and beat you at it.
Ouch, she's one of them.
Yep.
So, alright, it don't matter if you gave her second controller, first controller, she's got it. That's cool. I can see the stories there and why you look up who you look up to. Look, let's move on.
I'm loving this, because
this is good. I told you they're going to be in there. I'm just trying to talk to you.
I'm digging the questions.
I'm telling you, deep, because I know. Now, number 6 may be a little crazy here. Do you, Austin, have a favorite thinking spot? Do you go somewhere if you have to write, make a lyric, cuss, be alone, pray, even anything? Is there a spot that you got?
There's really not. I write most of my songs, like just a week ago I wrote 3 songs in one, well, two and a half songs. I didn't come up with the chorus of one of them. I wrote them all on my back porch, and I've written all my songs basically on my back porch.
Okay, alright.
But I think of all my songs, of my lyrics, my verses, my choruses, when I'm at work or when I'm fishing.
Yeah.
Just some alone time, you know. Nature is always just...
Nature is your inspiration.
It is the
just
inspiration.
Being in there. You get inspired being in nature, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
But yeah, awesome. What's funny, y'all may hear the crickets and the insects here in the back.
Maybe some bullfrogs.
Yeah, maybe some frogs here. That's good. That's cool. That is cool. Look, now number 7, you were saying like bring it on here. All right, number 7. I'm not laying it on thick here, but if you had one wish, what would it be?
You know, I feel like a lot of people would wish for money or success. Or,
Right.
Or just, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, you know, I know a lot of people who wish for other things that are, you know, have a deeper meaning. But
Right.
But I would wish to. I've always liked helping people. I haven't been able to do so much of helping people in the last 6 years or so, but I would wish to help people, and I would wish for that to be through music, and it's just because that's what I love, and you know, I've always liked to be there for people. And
you hearing this, guys? I'm telling you, there's a reason I get these guys out here, and they're my friends. I'm just telling you. You'll see more of Austin, but no doubt. That's cool, bro. That's a cool answer right there. I don't know how many people would have been like, you know, money. He even said what most of people say, money or fame or, you know, whatever. No. I wish to help people through music. You can't get no deeper than that.
And I'm working on that, you know. Every day I'm recording new lyrics and trying to come up with new ideas. You know, I'm trying not to be so literal in my lyrics. I'm trying to be a little bit more metaphorical so that people can take it different ways, you know. Like I sit with a friend of mine, and we listen to all kinds of music, and he says, you know, do you know what they're talking about? Even my dad, he says,
yeah,
do you know what the song's about? And
sure.
I'm like, well, this is what I think it's about, and I'm always wrong. Always wrong.
No, it's your interpretation of the situation.
It is, but like I'm always wrong to the, you know, compared to the literal meaning of the song, which is the feeling and the whole story of why the artist wrote it, but that's how I took it. I took it way differently than anybody else. You know, like, you know, some people.
Yeah, but you take it at heart. Yeah.
Some people like to listen to depressing songs when they're sad, and I'm one of those people. But you know, it kind of cuddles them in this situation, and other people, you know, it just sends them over the edge. You know, they can't handle it. You know, they need something uplifting and happy, and uplifting and happy it's just not really my style. You know, I want to play like that, but you gotta feel it.
That's it.
Gotta
he's
feel
vibing with. He's feeling what feels natural.
And I like the blues.
It's a natural thing. I like that. You know, all this talk sometimes makes me hungry, so it's only right that number 8. I know we're just transitioning right into the hot dogs, hamburgers. What are you doing?
Oh, hamburgers.
Oh, he's a hamburger guy. I love it. And I said hamburgers, cheeseburger.
With some Montreal steak seasoning.
Oh, you see this? Montreal steak seasoning. That's a plug there if y'all are watching that.
Sharp cheddar all over it. Toss it on the grill for a few more minutes. Yeah.
This is what we're talking. I knew we were going to throw that in there because I'm like, we got food. I'm going to do episodes where we're going to have food. We're going to be grilling out. We're going to get it when we make it. We're going to get it when we cook it. And we're going to get you when we taste it. That's cool. This is one of the coolest, deepest guys that I know there. That was just a random question in there as far as food. But I love it. I love it. You know, let's go kind of going right back into where I just left off to squeeze the shameless question about food in there. Who is your favorite artist? Or do you have a favorite artist?
Music artist or any artist?
Any artist. Wherever your inspiration comes from, wherever you just love, period.
Crickets on that one. Huh?
Oh, wow. So does that mean you got many?
I do. You know, all the ones that I mentioned before, you know, if I could go back to me, anybody, you know, my top 4, they would be my inspiration.
That is cool. I kind of intertwined those two questions in there. But currently, do you have, it's still, like right now, if I'm asking you, obviously right now, But I mean, if it was a true choice, is there an artist today that you're looking more towards, or are you just
An artist of today, or an
any
artist
artist
of
for
any
that
time?
matter, any genre? It don't even have to be music.
It would be David Gilmour from Pink Floyd,
Okay.
or Roger Waters.
I'm telling you,
It would be
2 references there, 3 with Roger. I'm telling you.
yeah, and they're all out of Pink Floyd, but
Yeah.
I've always liked Pink Floyd. I've really been listening to it a lot here in the past couple weeks. It's just something that gets me through the day, basically. And
Okay.
and when you think about some of their songs, like um,
They're out there. They're definitely.
I can't remember the name of the song that I'm thinking of right now. It was basically like David and Roger and their bandmates just arguing over the path they should take, over the lyrics that they should write, and you could tell by the way that David Gilmour was playing the notes. It was so stressed and so just emotional that it was just some little argument that they had, and oh, I want to go this way, well, I want to go that way, well, we got to come to some compromise. And through the whole song, I mean, it gets so deep and then so light and so drawn out that, and then towards the end it just levels out, and that is just
Pretty deep. Pretty deep.
if there's any god of music, I would say David Gilmour, or basically Pink Floyd themselves, are the ones.
That's nice. That's nice.
I mean,
Maybe they're watching here one day. Shameless plug, but I'm telling you, the guy obviously feels his music, guys. This is unreal.
I actually just learned the Dogs, the song by Pink Floyd. I learned the main solo the other night.
Oh wow!
And man, I turned the amp up and I turned the surround sound system up and I just played my heart out.
There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with expressing yourself, playing stuff. You could obviously play here. We keep talking about that. Number 10, our last question here. How would you spend $100 million? How would you spend it?
100 million.
Yep, Austin Dean. How would you spend $100 million?
I would give about 15% of that to my parents. I know, they've been living in the same house since before I was born. They've been living in the same neighborhood. They want to move on. I would like to give them the opportunity to just drop everything where they're at and take off wherever they want to go, build a house, make a life, retire 100%, not have any worries in the world. I would give them that. I would take care of my bills. I would pay them off.
Yeah.
I would.
It should be the first thing right there. Yeah.
I would pay my truck off, but I'm not selfish.
Right. You got priorities, but you also like to help people.
I know my friends' dreams. I would like to help my friends with their dreams. I would like to, honestly, with the way we're talking tonight, I would like to give myself music lessons. I've never taken music lessons.
That's another thing, guys.
The guitar is just something that I picked up and I just learned just the way I learned it. Some YouTube, some just on random.
You're just smart. He's just born. You're just born to want to learn. It sounds like you're born to want to have. You've got a yearning. You have a desire. It obviously is a burning desire to want to play. And you know what? Matter of fact, you know what? It comes to the time right now, folks, where I hate to say it, but I've got to let the music play us out. But I say these 3 things here when I always talk about, what do we say here? I say love, I say peace, and I say, what do we say here?
What was it? Chicken grease.
Chicken grease. Now the music's going to play us out, so let's just let him speak for ourselves. Austin Dean, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching.
With his life that I live,
That's it. Look, let me tell you something. That's my man Austin Dean. Look, man, it's a pleasure to always have you here. Episode 25. This guy, y'all have no idea what he's went through before we even hit record. Let me tell you something. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. You guys get to see. This is a small snippet. You'll be back. You're going to be back. We're going to get you where we're just playing musicians. Thank you once again. Guys, stay tuned for next week's episode. And I'm going to tell you something. This is Austin Dean in the house. Austin, this is what we do. When we do what we do.
Big beard.
Presentation.